You can protest all you want outside of departments of this government. You can protest all you want, but the American people disagree with you. You're protecting the bureaucracy. The bureaucracy is not a business. Those are not real jobs producing federal revenue. By the way, they're consuming taxpayer dollars. Those jobs are paid for by the American tax people who work real jobs, earn real income, pay federal taxes, and then pay these federal employees.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and prepare for mass firings. Yep, that's the order. This isn't speculation. This is a coordinated attack on the federal workforce, and it's already happening.
Federal employees do not deserve their jobs. Federal employees do not deserve their paychecks. And these are jobs that can be fired at will.
Marge the Trainwreck Greene, proving once again that the GOP's goal isn't just dismantling the government. It's humiliating, demonizing, and outright destroying the very people who keep this country running. Her claim, federal workers don't deserve their jobs. Marge the Trainwreck Greene is out here running her mouth about federal employees not deserving their jobs. Does she even realize that she's a federal employee? The answer is a resounding no, because self-awareness isn't exactly her strong suit. And if we're talking about paychecks people don't deserve, hers is right at the top of the list. The American people are done with this circus act. We're sick of the lies, the corruption, the grift, and the nonstop assault on working people. And make no mistakes about it, the reckoning is coming in 2026. Their excuses for screwing over the American people will not be tolerated. The people are watching, the people are pissed.
Prepare for large-scale firings. That is the order tonight from President Trump and Elon Musk. We are learning that the White House is now preparing a memo directing agencies to prepare for mass layoffs. And this memo also orders agencies to submit their, quote, reorganization plans within 2 weeks.
It's an outright attack on public servants. 1 in 3 federal employees is a veteran. The same patriotism-obsessed, flag-waving Greene who claims to support veterans is now saying that they don't deserve a paycheck. That 3-toed jackaloon is not talking about bureaucrats pushing paper. She's talking about the people who run our air traffic control, our national security, social security offices, and the VA. Erin Burnett's panel wasted no time dismantling her nonsense.
It has been a miserable several weeks for these people. I mean, they've had their higher-ups be terminated or resign, often very publicly. They've had to justify their code to 20-year-old engineers who refuse to identify themselves by name. They have had no clarity in terms of who is actually the administrator of their agency. So it is not particularly surprising to see them now raise their hands and say, we're out the door.
They are boiling this frog too fast. It is clear to me that what is happening is all over the country, people who were not paying attention are now starting to pay attention. I had a plumber come to my house yesterday. He was walking, he's been to my house several times. He knows I do politics. We've never discussed politics. He was walking out of the house. He looked and saw Donald Trump on the television, looked at me and said, this guy, and then walked out. Why is it that now he's paying attention and wants to engage me about politics? I think there's something about what's happening that's penetrating beyond just the Washington and New York elite circle.
And that's the real story here, the boiling frog con. For years, Republicans have tried to gut federal agencies quietly, slashing budgets here, defunding programs there, spreading the lie that government workers are lazy and overpaid. But this time, they're moving too fast, and people who never paid attention before are finally noticing. Jamal Simmons told a story about his plumber, a guy who never talked politics, never cared about D.C., but after seeing Donald Trump's latest moves on TV, he suddenly wanted to talk. Because this time, it's affecting real people. Flights are delayed and near misses are increasing because the FAA is losing workers. Veterans are waiting even longer for benefits because the VA is being gutted. Food stamp recipients in red states are getting cut off, and they are pissed. The boiling frog con doesn't work if the water heats up too fast, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Republicans are getting ripped apart in their own town halls because their constituents who thought that this would only hurt liberals are realizing that it's also hurting them. Musk, Trump, and Greene don't care. They are pushing this forward at full speed because they know that if they don't destroy the federal government now, they might not ever get another chance. And that's why Marge the Trainwreck Greene's words aren't just stupid, they're strategic. If they can convince enough people that federal workers are the enemy, then they can gut the government without resistance. But people are waking up. If enough people see through the con before they finish dismantling the system, it's game over for them. And that's exactly what we have to make happen. That's a fact. Elon Musk isn't fixing the system. He's rigging it so no one can investigate him. That's the real reason behind this takeover. It's not about efficiency. It's not about cutting waste. It's about protecting his empire and making sure that no one left to be able to hold him accountable. The FDA overseeing Neuralink, so it's getting gutted. The FAA overseeing SpaceX, so it's getting gutted. USAID investigating Starlink, so it's being dismantled. The CFPB regulating Tesla's financial arm and Musk's banking ambitions on X, so it's under attack. This isn't deregulation. This is corruption at the highest level. Musk is literally dismantling every agency that can investigate his own businesses, and Trump is handing him the keys to the federal government to do it. And while they loot the country, what are they actually cutting? Not billionaire tax breaks, not waste. They're cutting Medicare and Medicaid. They aren't touching corporate subsidies. They aren't touching defense contracts. They aren't cutting billionaires' tax loopholes. They're coming after working people. $880 billion is on the chopping block, and it's coming straight from healthcare programs that millions of people rely on. Medicare helps seniors in nursing homes. Medicaid helps people with Parkinson's, multiple sclerosis, Down syndrome. These cuts aren't just cruel, they're a death sentence. And when that happens, people will absolutely take to the streets. That's what Donald Trump and Musk don't understand. They think that they can push people as far as they want, but there is a breaking point. Trump wants to play tough guy, but he is a draft-dodging coward. Musk is the same way. He fled South Africa to avoid military service. But now he gets to sit in Donald Trump's cabinet meetings, gut agencies, and act like he's running the country. And who is suffering? The same MAGA voters who thought that this wouldn't affect them. They thought that Donald Trump was only going to go after the libs. Now they're losing their food stamps, their VA benefits, their Medicaid. They thought Musk was some business genius, right? Yeah, now he's gutting the agencies that keep their food, water, and medication safe. They thought they were immune. Now they're waking up. Republican town halls are turning into war zones because people are realizing that they have been conned. They're watching their communities get stripped to the bone while billionaires get richer. And let me tell you, they're pissed. And the only question left is how much more are people willing to take before they fight back? We have to show up. Find your local party and reach out. Start organizing. Recruit candidates. Fight back. Because this isn't just another election. This isn't just about politics anymore. This is about survival. If we don't take back power, they will strip everything away from us. This is the biggest heist in American history. And if we don't stop them, there won't be anyone left to fight for us. And that is an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.